Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles. I haven't been feeling great today, so I was just perusing through this Inquest magazine, looking into the deep past of Magic, and I found a few hilarious things that I wanted to share. Now, the main one is going to be the card that exists in Magic because somebody thought the idea of a card based on the concept of getting it on with an elephant would be a good idea for a Magic card. I learned that from this magazine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the image up on the screen of the card that we're dealing with here, and I will read to you some behind the scenes information, and then we'll share another hilarious little anecdote about the Inquest magazine here, because good Lord. Anyhow, what we're looking at here is Mammoth Harness. Now, I remember when this card actually came out way back in the day. What you have to understand is this is from Homelands. That's what that little Earth-like symbol is. It's Homelands, and Homelands is pretty much the worst set in all of Magic the Gathering. Some people may try and contend that Fallen Empires is also the worst set in Magic, but honestly, to me, Homelands, not from like a flavor perspective, but from a power perspective, is just an absolute garbo set. It's ridiculous how garbage it is. Anyways, the Mammoth Harness, oh wait, no, that's something different we're going to talk about. So it's 1 green, 3 colorless, and it says target creature loses, it's such old school weird wording too, right? Like, I mean, you look at this card, it's from Homelands. The cards back then had weird wording, but anyways, target creature loses flying. If any creature is assigned to block the creature Mammoth Harness enchants, or has the creature Mammoth Harness enchants assigned to block it, that creature gains first strike until end of turn. Now, this is like weird wording. What you have to understand is these old enchantments, when it says target creature, it actually means the creature that's enchanted with this. So what this actually says is enchanted creature loses flying, and any creature that it blocks or it's blocked by gains first strike. So this is clearly absolutely trash, right? I mean, you're paying 4 mana for this, and you are just taking away flying from an opponent's creature, and then going, oh, look, my guy gets first strike against it. Like, for 4 mana, that's absurd. Yeah, I know green was weak against flyers, but come on, man, come on. So, in the Inquest magazine, we have a tiny little article snippet called The Name of the Game. True stories behind the names of game cards. And what we can do in the future, if you want, is we can do a video on a whole bunch of these, in one go. We could do 4, 5, 6 of these in one video if that's interesting to you. But I just wanted to talk about the Mammoth Harness one because it's hilarious to me. So it goes on to say, and understand, this is from the designers. Like this behind the scene information is from the Homeland designers, specifically Scott Hungerford, according to this article. So, Mammoth Harness. An opponent who boosted a woolly mammoth to 8/4 and called this knocking it up inspired this card. So let's think about this for a second. There was someone out there playing Magic, first of all, who referred to pumping up a creature. Just pumping a creature, right? Though, now that I think about it, the language that we use, does have those sexy undertones, right? So we're talking about pumping creatures here. But anyways, I've never heard anybody use the term knocking it up, like at all, ever in my whole life. So anyways, this says, an opponent who boosted a woolly mammoth to 8/4 and called this knocking it up inspired this card. Kinky, eh? Says Hungerford. Reminds one of circus tents and step ladders. And it's like, whoa, wait, what? You read that again and you're like, hold on. Knocking it up obviously is another way of saying, getting pregnant, right? So you've got this concept of getting pregnant, and then he goes, kinky, eh? Reminds one of circus tents and step ladders. That's somebody banging elephants. Like, you go to a circus, you get a step ladder to get the height you need to bang a mammoth. And the artwork, I mean, you could argue that it shows, you could say that this is supposed to be like battle armor or a control harness, but I mean, this is like a BDSM getup. You know what I'm saying? This is the mammoth gimp suit, dude. You ever seen Pulp Fiction? Get the gimp? That's what's going on here. So I mean, it just adds a whole level. It adds a whole new level to the card to find out that this card literally exists in the form it exists in because somebody was talking about giving it to elephants. And that's a genuine part of Magic history. How absurd is that? Speaking of absurdities, looking back into this magazine, there is a pen pal section, right? Where you can connect with fellow game fans. And it has everybody, it's basically like, if anybody's old enough to remember like chat rooms at the beginning of the internet and stuff and like ASL where they were like age, sex, location kind of thing, right? That's what this is. It's literally like age 12, sex male, here's my email address and my exact address. Like this kind of stuff I won't even show on the screen because it would be considered doxing people. But people are just doxing themselves in the magazine, and most of these are underage boys. Like 11-year-old boys, 12-year-old boys, just telling you where to find them. Okay, like it's from such a different and more innocent feeling time. You know what I mean? But it's just hilarious to me to look at it with the eyes of the person living in 2020 where you're like, this legit has the email address as well as the physical address and pertinent, like the full name, address, everything. It's like one step away from my parents are out every night from this time. Like it's pretty absurd to me. But anyways, not feeling well, like I said, still wanted to bring a video, so I thought it'd be fun to talk about the mammoth harness. Let me know what you guys think about the magic card that exists specifically because of elephant banging, man. Like, what a world we live in. What a world. Anyways, I'm out of here for now. Thanks to my patrons and channel members and everybody for coming on by. Subscribe if you want to, do whatever. I mean, I probably got corona. It's over for me anyway. So either I'll see you tomorrow or this is my last video. We'll find out, I guess, tomorrow.